Hello everyone, welcome back. In this lesson, let's just continue writing those models. We have written the photo model and we'll take care of user and comment in this one. Okay, so bring up your Eclipse IDE and right click on the backend.model package and create a new class. Let's call it photo. Okay, and we mark this one as entity as well. We will have a long photo ID. This one will be ID. Generated value. And strategy equals generation type auto. And we'll have a photo name, title, private, description, image name. Okay, and we also have a created date, creation timestamp, private, and we'll mark a user. Remember that in our user class we have a private list photo list type, and also we have liked photo list, and this one we actually map it by user field. That's the user field we create here. Okay, so we're gonna do a many to one to answer the call from the user, one to many here. Okay, many to one. Ctrl+Shift+O to import the packages, and here we want to add one more node called JSON ignore. So the reason for this JSON ignore is basically when we try to pass class objects into JSON files and send it to the front end, and we have a mapping between user and photo for this field. So when you try to pass the user field, it goes to a photo field, and then when you try to pass the photo field, it comes back to the user field. So this calling keeps going on, and eventually will stack up as an infinite loop. So this will eat up the heap space from Java and eventually throw out a stack overflow error. So one of the way to tackle this is add a JSON ignore annotation to one of the field, so that when JSON actually comes to this field, it will ignore this field as the mark indicates. Okay, but the downside of this is that whenever you see a passed JSON files, either you send or receive, this field will be ignored by JSON. Okay, so you won't be able to retrieve the data from the rest, whatever serialized JSON data for this field. Okay, all right, let's continue writing those. Here we have a int type likes. That means like how many likes do we have for this photo, and we'll have another private list. Here we will have comment list, okay, and we're gonna mark it as one too many, mapped by photo in a comment class, which we haven't developed yet, but we'll do later. Fetch type dot eager. Okay, Ctrl+Shift+O to import the comment model, which is not specified here. Let's just cancel that. All right, we'll just do it later. Okay, so just try to double confirm on the database table relationship. So for comment to a photo, one photo can have multiple comments, right? And it's gonna be by the same user or different users, doesn't matter, but one photo will correspond to multiple comments, but one specific comment will be to one photo, right? So the relationship is one to many, or the other way is many to one. All right, and then let's use the source to generate our getters and setters for all the fields. Okay, so we have all the fields generated. So that's our photo model. Let's add one more. We're gonna have it named comments. So again, you'll be an entity. Okay. And we define an ID field. Strategy equals generation type dot auto private long comment ID. And then we have a string called content, which is basically the content of the comment. We have a photo field matches up with the photo field pointing to the comment field. All right. So as we talked about before, it's many to one, and add JSON ignore to break up the loop. And we have a photo ID and one more username. So these two fields basically help us to retrieve the photo or user by its ID or username, because if we can't pass, the ignored field through JSON as REST service, it will be difficult to retrieve the data without other information, right? So one workaround is to attach some more information here so that you can retrieve the data by searching for its ID. Okay, so let's generate our getters and setters method and save it. Come back to the photo class and Ctrl+Shift+O to import. So the first one is Java utility list to import. Okay, there we go. So now we have our models developed, and that's pretty much for this lesson. We'll continue in the next one. See you guys in the next video. Bye.